What is up, Jefferson Multimedia? I am in InShot. I'm using my iPad because I want to have a little bit more space, but it's totally workable on the phone as well. What are we gonna do? Quick tutorial. Let's make a video. So guess what I'm gonna click on? Yeah, video. Oh, look at these freaky people. Let's say, however, that I want to do a video that I took on my nature trail. Yeah. I'm not going to edit the whole thing because that would take forever, but I want to show you how to edit clips in InShot. First thing I've learned, if you want to do them in order, the first one you click should be the first one you want. The second one you click should be the second one you want. That's what I did. I've just selected, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them because I just want to show you how the program works. You don't need to see me edit the whole video. But I've clicked on the 6 that I want. See the green check on the bottom? Yeah, you do. Click it. Boom! That was quick. Everything's all loaded up, hey? All right, let's edit. First, I have a picture of these pretty flowers. Let's watch it by clicking the play icon. There's my hand. Let's cut that part of the video out. And how do you do that? That's easy. I'm going to push on the clip itself when that happens. The in point is the white slider to the left. The out point is the white slider to the right. I'm going to grab the slider for the in point, and I'm just going to move it past the place where my finger comes in. Yeah, that looks good. If you look at the slider, 9.8, that's the seconds. Let's watch it and see if that's long enough for us. Nah, it's a little wiggly. I'm going to move it forward and get rid of the wiggle. Now let's watch it. A little shaky, but not enough to make me go bleh. 7.8 seconds, that's good. Okay, cool. Now I have a shot of the blue sky. And one thing I've learned, when I have a camera move, I like to, in this case, I like to start the shot after the camera starts moving. I don't like to have the camera be still and then start moving. I like the move to be going on while we do the transition. So I'm going to click on the shot of the sky. I'm going to grab the in point or the beginning. I'm going to scooch it until after I see the camera moving. Perfect. Let's rewind to the beginning just by grabbing the picture and wiggling my finger back and forth. Let's hit play. You can hear the background noise. And we switch in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, the timer on this tells me this shot is 16.7 seconds long. That's probably too long, so I'm going to pause it about right there. I'm going to grab the out point, which is the ending, and move it back. How long is it now? 10.4 seconds. I bet that's a lot easier to watch. Let's add some transitions, though. I'm going to click up next to the play button. By doing that, you deselect the video. You see the white dot between these two shots and between these two shots? We can turn that into a transition by clicking on the white dot. Cross dissolve is the one you want. It's the very first one. And it shows you this is how fast the transition is going to be. This slider lets you change it, but you know what? I think 1 second is just fine for that. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Click the check mark. Then I'm going to click on the second one, hi, and I'm going to go to the very first one, which is the cross dissolve. And the timing on that looks good. Remember, with a nature video like this, we want it to be all smooth and have a cool, mellow soundtrack to it. All right, this next clip are the soybeans in the field. You walk through a field to get to the trail. But I don't know if I like this shot. It looks kind of boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it. To deselect everything and to move the actual clips themselves, just press up next to the playhead without actually touching it. Or is it just, could you just click on the clip and then hit the delete button? Boom! Yeah, you could. Let's watch the transition. Go to the bean field. Okay, camera sitting still. So I'm going to want to start right after the movement starts because that's the theme I'm setting, right? Yeah. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to hit it back. click on the clip itself. I want to trim it until after I see the camera moving. That's right. Click up by the play button. Oh, I already have the cross dissolve, don't I? The crossfade, that's right. So this is a pan up one of the rows of beans. And then I think I do a pan of the whole field, right? Okay, see how it's like still in the beginning? And then the pan starts. I want to follow that theme where I don't start the shot until the movement is happening. If I click up at the top, can I change this to a cross dissolve? Yes, just click on that white dot. Cross dissolve is your first transition at a 1 second time. Rather cool, innit? Now this is a longer shot. Let me see how much I want to use. It seems a little fast for me. I wonder if I could slow the speed down to make it more kind of cool and fluid. Yeah, that seems too long for me, so I'm going to click on the clip. Yeah, let's get the path totally off. Then I'm just going to move my finger to go back to the beginning. Let's watch it and we'll see how it looks. Cross dissolve. Yeah, you can hear the highway on the traffic on the highway, I mean. Okay, what if, can we slow that clip down? Look for the speed button. It's good, but it's a little fast. See your controls right here. 1.00 mean you're playing it at normal speed. If I go back here and slow it to 0.80, that's like 80%, or like 4/5 of the speed. Let's see how it looks if I click the play button. It slows it down a little. How fast can you slow this down and have it not look choppy? That's the fun thing about slow motion. Sometimes you slow it down so much it looks choppy. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we like it. I'm going to go ahead and click the button. And then I rewind it just by touching that clip and rolling it back and forth. Yeah, see how it looks choppy? It's kind of glitchy. I think I'm going to bop the speed up to 80%. We'll watch this when it's done and see if I like it. I might not, but worth looking at. So how long is this clip? Will it tell me? 14.4 seconds. I can probably make it shorter. What if I... No, let's cut some stuff off after. Okay, so 6.5 seconds. I'm looking at the time. Now it's 14 seconds. I'm gonna trim it down to around 10 seconds. Let's see what we think of that. Move backwards, buddy. Ooh, looks like I just duplicated it. Didn't even mean to do that. So I'm gonna click on the second one. I'm gonna hit delete. Yeah, so it looks like anytime you're on a clip and you hit this duplicate button, you see how it just added a second one at the bottom? Yeah, don't do that. Unless you want to do that, which I don't. So let's watch it. Crossfade. There's the path that I walk down that takes me into the forest. I'm gonna go with that one. Now, after this, we have a really good shot of this old rotten log. So, to add a crossfade, click on the square. Woo! That looks decent. I like the 1 second transition. Click on the check mark. And let's see how much of this log we need. How long is this clip? Is it going to tell me if I click on it? 13 seconds. We do not need 13 seconds of this. So I'm going to shorten it to like 9 and see what do I think. Yeah. And we want just enough to appreciate like the really crunchy texture of this dead tree. Textures are a really important part of art, and that is just so gnarly looking, I wanted to include it. So this is just my short little section What do we have so far? Opening shot with the flowers. Then pan of the sky. We're panning where? Left, that's right. Ha! We're panning left, that's right. Stupid joke. That's okay though. Here comes up the row of beans. I love the sounds of the frogs. Then we pan across the entire field, or most of it anyway, with those gorgeous trees in the background. Then we have our shot of the log. That works. Now, do you remember how I said I didn't like it? That we couldn't crossfade at the beginning or at the end. I found a way to cheat. Click on the plus sign. Go to my videos. I downloaded a piece of black, it's like a black computer background screen. Look at these weird faces. You're gonna see this video soon. But I'm gonna click on my plain black video and I wanna add it. So I added the black to the beginning, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add it at the end as well. And then click on the white dot, change it. And for this one, for my fade out, I want to make it as long as I can. So in this case, it's going to make it 1.5 seconds. Can I make the black clip longer? By clicking on it. So can I make that transition like a 2-second fade out? How far will it go? Will it go for like almost a 3-second fade out? Which would be really cool and dramatic. Let's see if it works. I want a slow fade. So we added the black at the end. Yeah, so we could have one. And then we're gonna go back to the beginning. Click on that transition. Always the crossfade. How slow can I make this? That's a good time. I don't need the fade in to be all as dramatic. Yeah. Shot 2. And this is the fun part. I always watch my videos 1,000,000 times before I finish them. You should do the same. Be picky. It looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, one more thing. Look in the bottom right corner. You see the InShot? You see the bug that they left there? Click on the X. Remove it this once. For how much? Nothing. It's absolutely free. Now, let's add some music. And the way that works is you want to go to exactly where you want the music to start, which is for me at the beginning of the shot of the flowers, right? So I'm going to put my playhead or that little line right there. And then I click on music. Now, I've played with this enough. I know what I'm looking for. I'm going to click on tracks. I'm headed for the album called Winter Mood, and I'm using the track called Owls. Yeah, you heard this the last time I did it. If I click on use, see how the music starts right at the beginning of the second shot? That's cool. Sometimes you have to download the music first to add it. That's fine. But let's see where it ends. I want to end it. Yeah, I want to end it right before we go to black, right? So the music is selected. You see how it's got the white border around it? I'm going to put the playhead or that white line that tells you this is where you were playing. If you were to play it right now, put the playhead right between the last shot and then the fade to black because I want the music to end right there. Actually, you could have the music end if you wanted to a little bit after you went to black. But if I click on split, boom, it's split in two. The second half is highlighted, so if I just hit on delete, then I click on the track, I want to fade out. I bet it's volume. Yeah, fade out. Let's click on the check. Let's see how it looks with the music now. Fade in, Oh, there's something I forgot. I forgot to mute the background. So if I click on the picture of the flowers, each one is selected, right? I turn the volume down. Then I click on the second one, I turn the volume down. I click on the third one. See what I'm doing? I'm just clicking on each video, turning that volume down. So all we hear is the music and not the crickets and stuff. Now let's watch it. Pretty. This doesn't look bad with the slow motion. It's not that jiggly, is it? It looks decent. It looks good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. The next time, I'd remember, just pan more slowly. Here comes the fade to black, and the music fades out. That's all right. I like that. Cool. So if I click on check, how do I download this? Do I click on the arrow up here? Save. I'm going to save it in 4K because that's just what I want. Is it going to let me? No, it's not. Can I save it 60 frames per second? And then click save? Yeah. Now, it may take some time for me to download this, but when it's done, I know it's going to save it to my camera roll. So that is where I'm going to find it. That's the nuts and bolts of how to use InShot. So we'll quiz over this guy a bajillion times. First step of the quest in Classcraft, download the InShot app, show it to me on your phone. Then make a movie. It doesn't have to be a nature movie. If you live in the city, do a cityscape. Do anything, around your house, around your neighborhood. And we will start making movies, like, as soon as possible. Cool? Thanks. You're awesome. See you soon. Bye-bye.